From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and it is that time for the premier sports betting show, the PrimeTimeAngles Live on IG, and I hope everybody's feeling good, feeling great. It is Wednesday. We're a day away from New Year's Eve, which used to be like the best time of the year for me, man. I used to love, I still do, but the way that they doing this year, man, it's just going to be tough, but we still going to party as much as we can. But New Year's Eve is one of my favorite holidays, just simply because it's the birth of a new year. You know, you leave everything that happened in the last year behind in the last year, and you got a fresh start, a blank slate, all that good stuff. You know, and people telling themselves, hey, we're going to do it. 2021's my year. Woo, 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 woo. Nope, just take it one day at a time, dog, because if ain't much changing today from what was happening before, ain't much going to change on the first day of 2021 either. So pretty much just prepare yourself, get ready, and put your mission in place. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about what the media is saying. Stop worrying about what people are saying. You do you. That's my best advice to you. But you know what? Y'all ain't here for no PC, pump yourself up, motivational speaking, none of that stuff. That's not what y'all pay me for. Y'all want to get down to the nitty gritty of things, and let's go ahead and do it. We had a good day though yesterday, real quick, with the ACC and the AAC yesterday as well too. Did all right in the Big Ten as well. Got a good win from Iowa last night. So if you guys were telling the picks in the with the college basketball, you somewhat came up last night. So pretty much here we are. Let's go ahead and talk about the Dukes Mayo Bowl. I've never heard of this bowl game until today. But the Dukes Mayo Bowl is going to be in Charlotte. I'm thinking that it replaced another bowl game, just the name and everything like that. Pretty much it sounds like, I don't know what, but I know there used to be a bowl in Charlotte. I just can't remember the name of it right now. But they are playing in Charlotte today. Dukes Mayo Bowl. They said that, dude, seriously, this sounds like a really nasty, something that they would be serving at some restaurant, like some mom and pop, like, let me get one of them Duke's Mayo Bowls. It's hard. It's a hard sell with the name like Duke. It was the Belk Bowl. You right, brother. You right. All right. So pretty much, what do we have here? We have ourselves Wisconsin and Wake Forest. Wisconsin coming in game 3-3. They started the season 3-0. It looked like they dropped their last 3 games of the season. They didn't look that good. Yeah, Wake Forest, a team that's 4-4. They had a really puzzling type of season. It was back and forth. At points, they looked really bad, and at other points, they looked really good. So you don't know which team is coming today. But I know one thing about Wisconsin. Wisconsin always plays well in bowl games, and I think that this is going to be something that's going to be a very intriguing game, but I think that it's going to be almost a yawner as well too. It's very early. That's why I'm doing the show early as well too, so it can be kind of in real time and things of that nature. So pretty much, I guess Belk must have been one of those businesses that didn't make it through 2020, or they just said forget the bowl game. But Duke's Mayo Bowl. Seriously, hopefully they won't have that name for too long, okay? All right, so pretty much here we are. These are the bets for this, and it's going to be the as you guys can see, -10 to Wisconsin, over under 51.5. I'm going to go ahead and take the 10 on Wisconsin. I think they're good enough to win this game by 2 touchdowns or better. Like, seriously, this is the type of games where Wisconsin really goes ahead and they really choke a team out. You know what I mean? And I know that they are like foaming at the mouth right now to play somebody outside the Big Ten as well too. And then they get a middling ACC team in a year where the ACC was, to me, awful. Like, the ACC was terrible. Like, if the ACC really played a non-conference, y'all would have saw how bad that conference was this season as well too. Other than Clemson And Notre Dame, that conference was absolutely just, it was whatever. And North Carolina had a moment, but other than that, though, there's only two teams there, and really only one team there when you think about it at the end of the day, because Clemson should be an independent by now because they're just ruining the ACC. But all in all, -10 to Wisconsin. I'm going to go the under 25.5 first half as well, too. Wisconsin's going to play some defense. Wake Forest is known to play a little bit of defense as well, too. And, make it a slow game. And Wisconsin first quarter as well. This looks like a strong bet to me. And I think Wisconsin really has a very good defensive game here. And pretty much here we are, Wake Forest, under 20.5 team total. And once again, it looks like, real quick, just some quick news that came in. Browns are dealing with the COVID situation again, but it's not with players, it's with staff members and other things. So pretty much, hopefully they can get that situation cleaned up and it doesn't affect their next game. But those are our plays for the Duke's Mayo Bowl. And pretty much, once again, 10 to Wisconsin, under 25.5 first half. The -5, the hook first quarter, then Wake Forest under 20.5 team total. I think that they fall short. They probably score about 17 today, or they could possibly get shut out. I've seen it happen before with Wisconsin in these bowl games. So we're going to see how it goes. And pretty much, let's go ahead and go into the bowl of the day, and that's going to be the Cotton Bowl. As you guys can see, Florida number 7, and then you got Oklahoma number 6 in the nation. This should be a very good game. You have an Oklahoma team that bounced back very well this season after losing 2 in a row. They came back, haven't lost a game since. They've looked really good. You got Florida, a team that is kind of fell off a little bit at the end of the year, but they've had some big moments. They absolutely destroyed Georgia. Who everybody thought had a bulletproof defense. They went ahead and tore them apart. Hung with Bama for a bit, you know what I mean? So Florida really, to me, should be getting a little bit more respect, but they do have some players that are major players out today as well, too. But Oklahoma cannot be trusted, dog. I'm sorry. I've seen Oklahoma go in there as a -12 favorite in a bowl game and get absolutely rocked. I'm talking about when the emergence at Clemson happened. You know what I mean? I remember that game. That was ugly. It was nasty. Okay? And pretty much here we are again. SEC versus Big 12. You know how this goes. It's always one of the better matchups when you get these two conferences to lock it up. But I think Florida has something to prove today. They had a good season this year. Trask, from what I saw, was playing. I think Trask has himself a big game today. Oklahoma hasn't played a team as good as Florida all season, in my opinion. And I think Rattler, the way that he goes about pressure, he'll mess this thing up for them. So pretty much this is where I'm going with this game right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Florida on the money line. I know it looks crazy, but you know what? Let's make some money, man. If they win, don't we look good, dog? So give me that +210. I like it a lot. Give me the over 66 as well for this game. Both these teams score points. And we all know this. And I got over 66 because it opened up as 67.5, but it dropped down to 66 when I looked at it again. So pretty much there it is, over 66 for that. And then we have the +4 on Florida first half as well, too. And then, come on, Florida should be able to score a touchdown in the first quarter as well. So there it is. Hopefully we can sweep the board with this ticket right here. Once again, the Florida money line +210, the over 66, the +4 first half. And then we have ourselves the Florida over 6.5 team total first quarter. Chomp 'em Gators, I'm telling you. Chomp, chomp. It's time to eat up on some Sooners, man. And the only reason why it's tough to take the Sooners right now because the way they've looked in their last few bowl games where they've been absolutely trashed. But I know that was the Final Four and everything like that. But they look bad. Come on, let's be honest though. They was like, what the hell are they doing here? All right, so we move on, and we got a whole bunch of CBB bets list to go through. And up first is the A10. We got the A10 tipping off in about 20 minutes. So we got VCU today. VCU's in a good spot. They're going to. It looks like it would be kind of risky, but it shouldn't be. VCU should cruise in this game, to be that honest with you. They should win the game by 10 or better, and we'll see how it shakes out. Fordham's actually playing their first game of the season, so this is tricky business, but they get to draw George Washington, a team that's not really that good at all this season. They've been getting whooped by, smaller schools this year as well, too. So Fordham, I think, does pose the danger as always. It's winter time. It's about to be New Year's. We're in New York City. We're in the Bronx. So how about it? Fordham, let's go ahead and get it. And a little side note about Pop. Fordham was a school that actually I had a little offer from and everything like that. But you know how it goes when you're dealing with the college game and everything like that. But Fordham, always got love for Fordham. All right, so St. Bonnie's money line plus 110. Boy, oh boy. I'm telling you right now, St. Bonnie's, this is a toss-up game, but I like St. Bonnie's a bit more in this spot. I think they take care of their business. I'm going to go ahead and take them. I know Rhode Island has been in our face all year, playing in really good games against really good teams, but I think St. Bonnie's comes up with the early upset here, because that's what happens here in the A10. Expect the unexpected in this conference, to be dead honest with you. Then you got George Mason. I love George Mason today. I got George Mason with the plus 5.5. I think that they should take care of their business today as well, too. So let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. St. Louis is in a tough spot today, but St. Louis should be able to win this game. DeQuince is no slouch, but they should be there. They should be able to do their thing and take care of their business. I think that they win this game by 10 or better. You got LaSalle. This is a toughie right here. I know LaSalle, y'all looking at me crazy because they are playing Dayton today. But you know what? Dayton is always known to be always playing patty cake or something like that with the smaller teams or the teams that aren't as good as, the rest of the conference, the bottom feeders, as they like to say. And I think LaSalle is going to be competitive today. I think they wind up covering in this game. That's why I'm taking them with the plus 12 here, LaSalle. Let's see how it shakes out. And then you got the Davidson game today. Davidson is in a crazy, crazy spot because it's Davidson and Richmond. And usually I would take probably Richmond in this spot, but Davidson's so good at home, it's tough to bet against this team when they're at home because they play really good basketball there. So I'm taking the Davidson with the pick'em, and let's see how it shakes out. That's the A10 bets list for you, though, for today. And remember, the first game does start at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So you guys ought to understand the game starts in about 20 minutes, all right? So we move on, and we have ourselves the AAC and SMU. I'm going to rock with them today. I'm going to take them on a 7.5 today. I think that they go into Philly, and they get themselves a good win over Temple, who struggled pretty much all season against the better teams. They're in the middle of, pretty much trying to find themselves and bring back the good old glory days of John Chaney to Temple, because Temple hasn't been really anything in the last 20 years. But they had a little bit of a run a few years back, but they kind of got hated on because the way that they did their conference. So all in all, from what I can see here, I think that SMU has a good day against the Temple Owls. I think pretty much yesterday was the big upset day and everything like that. Today is going to be a little formful, and I think SMU takes care of their business in this spot. And Tulane, I just have Tulane here because I don't trust UCF as that big of a favorite today. So I'm taking Tulane with the plus 10. I think that they lose this game by 8 or less, or they could possibly win the game as well, too. So we'll see how it shakes out. But that's the AAC Bets List for you guys today, and we move forward. All right, and then I thought I had the, yep, I do. Hold up. I had the ACC up here, too, as well. Give me 1 second. All right, there we are, ACC. I couldn't let y'all miss out on the ACC right now. ACC is going to be like this. We're going to do the ACC like this. Notre Dame plus 205 today. Virginia looked absolutely trash bag against Gonzaga, and I think that they're not that good this season. So when they play against better teams, then they should be able to go ahead and just pretty much lay down for it. So I think that it's always a tough out when you go to South Bend. We all know that. And that's what I'm betting on today, that Notre Dame shows up at home and gets us a 1-2 point victory, whatever it takes to get us that win, Notre Dame. So plus 205 on the money line. Let's go. Then we got NC State. NC State's in a good spot for them today. they should actually pretty much cruise against Boston College. They've been playing some really good basketball. A lot of people haven't been talking about it, but you know what? They'll be able to get more and more exposure as the season goes along. We can't keep it real, though. The ACC is not that great of a conference this year. I think the best conference in college basketball, honestly, this year, and it sounds crazy right now, but the Big 12 has a lot of the talent down there right now, too. And Baylor, by far, is the best team in the nation. And I'm going to explain to you guys why Baylor is the best team in the nation and everything like that on the next Hoops 101, which should be out on New Year, which should be out either later tomorrow or early Friday, okay? Because I want to film it and put it out today, but we just going to go ahead and just do it like Friday like we did last week. So pretty much with that, plus 205 on Notre Dame, 9.5 on NC State, and then we're going to rock with UNC. UNC, come on, man. Don't do us dirty, man. Don't do us like that today. I'm taking UNC in this spot. Let's see how it shakes out. Hopefully they go ahead and take care of their business. They look good because they've been struggling, and we all know this. But you know what? It comes with the territory when you are North Carolina. We all know this. So let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. We'll go from there, and there it is. Now let's move along, and we got ourselves another really good conference going on. Big East, Providence -5 tonight. Then we also got Xavier -155 tonight as well, too. And then we got the +8.5 on DePaul. And DePaul, I like that one late because DePaul, it's actually going up. And DePaul hasn't played that many games. And you know UConn. UConn's over here is really a helter-skelter team. They're going to play down in competition. They're going to play up to competition. So I'm taking DePaul here because I know that DePaul is going to come out here and they're going to try. They're going to play. They're going to play somewhat, okay? So I'm taking them with the +8.5. And you know Xavier's just lights out at home. Just let's keep it real. That team is absolutely bonkers at the house. It's a tough game though today. It is it's a toughie, but still they should win this game. And Providence, they're gonna get their revenge back against Butler, and you know it's so hard to beat them at the Dunkin' Donuts. So that's where I'm going with that one. So we move forward and let's go ahead and talk about the Big Ten. And in the Big Ten, we got some good things in the Big Ten. And in the Big Ten, we got the Nebraska. I think that they'll wind up covering against Ohio State today. Pretty much because Ohio State figures out ways to play down to their bad competition, play up to the good competition, and they'll mess around, win the game by 10 because they'll be struggling throughout the whole game to just get ahead by 5 or 6, and then, you know, we'll get the 10-point win from them at the end, okay? And then Indiana, I love the big man here at Indiana. I actually have him as my number one player, you know, in the nation right now. I know a lot of people probably don't see it the same way. Everybody's in love with the guard play and dribbling and ball hogging and all that good stuff, but I like a back to the basket big man who has a touch, who has moves that will make you pay, and that always gets a good one-on-one individual matchup, a mano-a-mano situation, and the boy is good. If you guys saw him in the Florida State game, he is a baller, and I think tonight he's going to kill Penn State. So there it is. I think Indiana wins that game by 6 or better. Let's go ahead and move forward from there. All right, so we move on, and damn, do I got the SEC? Hold on. SEC out today, but yeah, you know, the SEC gets, that conference does get a little stupid sometimes though, but let's go ahead because I got a busy day ahead of me because I got to film NFL Bet Exchange a little bit right after we do this. So pretty much NBA Super High 5 tonight, 44-1. Dog of the day is going to be the undefeated Atlanta Hawks. I know that they're going against, I know they're in a tough spot. But they can win in this spot as well, too. So, pretty much Hawks, let's see how it shakes out. +240. Let's get the money. Let's move forward from there. We got the over 220.5 Grizzlies Celtics. I think that this is good money as well, too. Then we have the Heat get back game. Come on, man. The boys got beat by 47 points last night. I don't think they're going to lay down again like they did last night. That is a piss you off game, and when I see you again, we going to go hard when we play you. So that's what I'm betting on right here with the Heat. So that's why I'm taking the +5.5 on the Heat. So Heat, come on, dog. Don't make me look bad here. Take care of your business. Then we got the under 223.5 Hornets Mavs. I just think because the Mavs They score, but the Hornets don't score. That's the biggest problem here. But the Hornets are trying to play some defense here now and try to kind of not shut teams down, but try to keep games manageable for them, because they know if a team gets past 110, 115 against them, it's a ball game. But if they can keep them up under 108, 106, things like that, the Hornets are right there in the game. So pretty much I'm going to go ahead and take the under 223.5 tonight. Hornets, Mavs, I think that's what's going to happen here, and let's see how it shakes out. And then we got the Clippers at the end of the night. I think that they're going to go ahead and get a nice victory over the Blazers, because they actually play the Blazers a bit better than the Lakers do. And I know that the way the drama on the show works with the Lakers and the Clippers get the big win over the team that just beat the Lakers at home. So blah, 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 blase, blase, blase. The battle of LA continues. You know what I mean? But we all know it's a one-sided battle. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So once again, that's the NBA Super High Five, 44-1. Hawks money line dog of the day. Over 220 Grizzlies Celtics. Then we got the Heat plus 5.5. We got the under 223.5 Hornets Mavs. And then we got the Clippers to end all, be all for the night. And hopefully we can get home that 44-1. We struggled yesterday. We only got one in yesterday, and that was the over in the Miami game. Everything else was a bust, but it's okay, because we got today, and we're going to get it all back today. I promise you that. So with that, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys make sure to go hit those links on the YouTube and on the IG pages for when you see this show, and to get your hat club 10% off. Go ahead and get your Stacey Adams 75%, not 75%, $75 or better. You guys can get 15% off. And then 6T Rentals. You guys want to be living luxury, you guys want to be living a DiBiase lifestyle, get you a Caddy or a Benz, not no Prius or no Corolla. You guys go to 6T Rental Cars, and you guys go ahead, put in the code, and you guys will get 15% knocked off of that as well too. So big things on the way. I got some business that is going to be booming, and that's going to be very, very feasible for people trying to go to Vegas in the next year and everything like that as well too. So I'm telling you guys, stay on the movement, man. I'm telling you, big things is on the way, all right? So with that, I got to go. You know me. So pretty much, let's keep the movement moving. Let's keep winning. And always bet with your head, not with your heart. This is the premier sports betting show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper. And this is the Primetime Angles live on IG. And I am gone. Thank you for tuning in to the Primetime Angles, the premier sports betting show, hosted by the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. This is a PrimeWave media production, and go ahead and press that subscribe button.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave media production.